Well, good morning, YouTube. Pat for this Land Boughton here. I'm just going to give you a quick little rundown on this knife that I got here and am actually going to get rid of. And I'll explain why, starting right now. This is the Pathfinder Knife School Basic Bushcraft Knife from the Pathfinder Knife School and Self-Reliance Outfitters. Famous for Dave Canterbury's work in the outdoors. You can kind of see maybe you can see that PKS logo there. And the first thing I have to say about this is actually a genuinely phenomenal knife, like very high quality, awesome edge retention, excellent design. I think it's a beautiful looking design. 3/16 thick steel, 1095. The problem with this knife for me comes in the handle itself, and I want to be able to just kind of highlight a little bit what that looks like here. This broomstick style handle, while I think being a phenomenal and intuitive handle design for most people, for me really didn't work. And I kind of let me show you here. I'm just going to use this Condor Matt Graham knife here as the baseline to understand. When you look up under here where it tapers down as you get close to the front, right under here, see how there's just all this extra handle on the Matt Graham knife that's not there on the PKS knife? That's where I get into the trouble. My hands are large in the fingers and extra large in the rest of the hand, and so when I hold on to it, when I grab it, you can kind of see that I start to lose. I don't have anything to hold on to down here, and I have to do weird holding grip things, grippy thingies, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey to figure out how to make this a comfortable handle. And at the end of the day, there is just no comfort to be found in this handle. This is not comfortable to me. And it's actually genuinely really disappointing because it's such a high quality, beautiful knife. But I kind of mainly want to throw that out there, that this guy is a great knife for anyone that loves this design. I would recommend it wholly. But if you have super big sausage mitts like these guys here, this handle is not going to work for you. I don't think. It didn't work for me. And not only was it just not comfortable, it was super fatiguing. I mean, the amount of energy that was drained from my hand to just try and hold on and keep a comfortable grip on this guy was unreasonable. And to put that into a bit more of a perspective, let's bring it back to the Matt Graham knife. Everything I did on this knife within just a few minutes of just testing and using left my hand and forearm exhausted. I then picked up this much bigger, heavier, more unwieldy knife and did everything I did with the PKS knife and just never got tired. I just didn't. It didn't happen. So I thought, well, let me check it out. Let me see, again, is it the handle? Picked this guy back up, started getting tired almost immediately. Then I thought, well, let's take it even a little step further. So I went to my kukri, Himalayan Imports kukri here, and I did everything again here. And yeah, I started to get tired with this. It's almost a 2-pound knife. But again, started to. I just got tired using this knife. Like my hand got fatigued and sore because it was straining to do the work. And here I just started to get tired. And I think it all comes down to the handle design. And let me just line it up here again. You can see, look at where that front finger goes, how much more handle is here and here versus the PKS knife. I think this knife and handle design is going to be very effective for some and not others. And the others are people, I think, that have hands like mine, super wide, fat, with kind of stubby, strong fingers, like the power grip hand versus delicate hands. My wife actually liked this handle design. It reminded her of a kitchen knife, which is, interestingly enough, what this is kind of based on. This is similar to his PLSK1 from Blind Horse Knives, or battle horse. I forget which one it is now. You can correct in the comments if you so see fit. Where was I? Yeah, model after that, which is modeled after the trade knives from the 1700s and 1800s, and those trade knives were basically just butcher knives that they took out to those were the toughest knives they had and found, and so they just took them out into the wilds. And so that's the heritage of this knife design, which I think is actually kind of cool. That's one of the things I kind of admire about Dave Canterbury is he's a very talented outdoorsman and survival expert, but he's also a historian and loves to use those traditional techniques. And so when you learn from Dave's traditional techniques, you're also learning historical perspective, which I think is really neat. So there it is. There's my ideas and perspectives. Let me put it back in this Frankensheath sort of thing. This is what happens when I'm just going to pretend I was drunk when I tried to make this. It'd be easier for me to admit if that were the case that I made it. So there it is. There's my quick little perspective and shot and why this knife is useless for me. It was wildly disappointing to have that be the case. I was disappointed by the knife. I'm not disappointed in the knife. I think if this is a design you like and you have less beefy hands, this is going to be a really nice design for you. But for my part, this was extremely uncomfortable handle just because it tapers so much here closer to the blade. Thanks for watching. Leave any comments or questions down below. I'll do my best to get back to you. Also, check us out on Facebook, For This Land, and Twitter, For This Land. And thanks for checking us out. Bye.